Have you ever heard of cities forgotten between heaven and earth? Have you ever wondered if there are still places that hold the soul of the Silk Road? Are you ready to step into lands where time itself seems to stand still? In a world drowning in noise and swept away by mass tourism, there are still hidden treasures where culture, history, and nature merge into a quiet symphony. Not Tokyo, not Beijing, not even Seoul, but the ancient mountain towns of Hunza, the whispering alleys of Bhaktapur echoing with centuries of life, or Yazd, a sun-drenched desert maze in Iran, from Gyeongju, an old capital veiled in mystery. Amid moss-covered ruins in Qinghai, where snow peaks reflect on a sacred lake, from the rock-carved temples of Mati to the crimson lands of Zhangye, Danxia. Each is a forgotten fragment of ancient Asia. Its living memory in Sheki's alleys, the breath of desert winds, the unexpected rhythm of Kujand and Issyk-Kul, the jewel of Kyrgyzstan. Sheki once thrived as a Silk Road stop, since the 2nd century BCE, flourishing in the 18th century with silk and gold thread. In 2018, a fire nearly erased 218 teratos of heritage. A reminder that protecting memory is not just preserving the past, but safeguarding the soul of the future. Amid modern development, Sheki preserves its iconic Sheki Khan's Palace Tower, a masterpiece built without a single nail, revealing the elegance and ingenuity of its builders. Surrounded by lush forests, pristine waterfalls, and the mighty Greater Caucasus, it is a paradise for adventurers. If you stood here, between the roar of waterfalls and the breath of mountain winds, could you feel history breathing around you? Then comes Karimabad, where breathtaking nature meets profound history. Resting beside Mount Rakaposhi, 7,710 meters tall, the Lord Peak of the Karakoram. Once a thriving Silk Road hub, this land holds ancient relics. Have you ever wondered how many meetings and farewells these walls have silently witnessed through the centuries? Tracing back over 4,000 years, Karimabad stands as a living testament to the enduring presence of civilization. Here, locals keep alive the tradition of Shandur polo, played at a record altitude of 3,700 meters, where the game meets the clouds. In spring, the land bursts into peach blossoms, painting landscapes that seem to hold travelers in place. Have you ever imagined what it feels like to stand between the blooms and the mountains? Karimabad is not just an ideal stopover, but a rare repository of history and culture. From here, the journey leads to Bhaktapur, the city of pottery, where 1,000-year-old techniques still shape clay with the heartbeat of the past. Once a thriving Silk Road hub, this was more than a route of commerce. It was a bridge of cultures linking civilizations. Do you wonder how many timeless stories those ancient roads have carried? Bhaktapur sits at an elevation of about 1,400 meters, just 19 kilometers from Kathmandu. Yet it feels like stepping into an entirely different world. Fresh air and majestic scenery shape the city's unique charm. Few know that Bhaktapur is home to 55 temples, each a masterpiece of architecture reflecting its deep cultural and historical wealth. The city thrives with vibrant traditions, such as the colourful Biska Jatra festival, drawing visitors into its living heritage. Have you ever thought that each festival here is a story told in light, sound, and faith? The journey continues to Yazd, a crucial stop along the Silk Road, where adobe walls nearly a metre thick have withstood the march of centuries. Once home to followers of Zoroastrianism, Yazd holds the haunting Tower of Silence, where the dead return to the earth. Would you dare walk through a city where every brick carries the philosophy of life and death? Spanning just about 96 square miles, Gyeongju, in 735 AD, stood as one of the three ancient kingdoms shaping the art and architecture of Asia. The city holds around 4.2 million artifacts, over 50 temples, and 10 royal tombs from the Silla dynasty, a living treasure of heritage. The Gyeongju National Museum, home to over 1 million relics, preserves the largest collection of Silla culture in the world. Would you step into a place where every brick and statue whispers a 1,000-year-old story? If this journey has touched your heart, leave a comment, drop a heart, share this video so the story can travel further. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to join us in exploring more wondrous lands and civilizations yet to be discovered. Far to the north lies Ulaanbaatar, the coldest city on earth, where winters plunge below 40-degree Celsius, yet it remains the historical heart of the Mongol Empire. This is where defining moments in the life of Genghis Khan unfolded. Have you ever wondered how many secrets of a mighty empire ride on the icy winds here? Ulaanbaatar, home to over 4 million people, nearly 45% of Mongolia's population, was, more than 800 years ago, a vital Silk Road trading post, linking Asia and Europe, shaping a vibrant history of commerce. The city's unique cultural blend shines each year during the Nadam festival, drawing visitors from around the world. Have you ever dreamed of immersing yourself in the drum beats, horse hooves, and colourful banners rippling across the endless steppe? Far away, Yadan National Geopark, one of the driest places on Earth where temperatures soar to 58 degrees, rises like a surreal stone city, sculpted by nature for over 30 million years. It is a treasure trove of archaeology, where relics tell the tales of merchants along the Silk Road. Would you dare wander into this blazing desert to touch the echoes of a 1,000-year story? Turpan, one of the hottest places on Earth, with summer temperatures reaching 48 degrees, was a vital Silk Road hub over 2,000 years ago. The village of Tulik, spanning 16,000 acres, is famed for its vineyards and winemaking, sustained by the ancient Karez irrigation system, one of the oldest underground waterworks, channeling life from the Black Mountain to fields and homes. Beyond its natural beauty, Turpan thrives with festivals, cuisine, and folk arts. Would you dare step into this blazing desert to touch the breath of history? Not far away lies Kashgar, where a 500-year-old market still bustles, once the meeting point for merchants from the West and China, shaping Asia's culture and economy. With landscapes ranging from mountains to plains and a well-preserved ancient architectural complex, Kashgar feels like a gateway to the past. Can you hear the echoes of ancient traders along these stone-paved streets? Not far away, Zhangye Danxia National Geological Park rises like a colossal oil painting, shaped over 24 million years by sedimentation and erosion into endless waves of red and yellow earth. At sunset, the mountains shift colours as if breathing with the light. Would you stand there and lose yourself in that magical moment? Danxia was once a key Silk Road stop, where civilizations met and traded. Continuing the journey, we reach Jiayuguan Pass, the most important gateway of the Silk Road for over 2,000 years, becoming a strategic Ming dynasty defense against northern invasions. Can you picture the caravans and soldiers that once crossed here, leaving whispers that still ride on the wind? Just 7 kilometers west of Jiayuguan city, this 50-meter-high fortress is not only an impressive defensive stronghold, but also hides an ancient stone road once used by merchants entering and leaving China. Framed by majestic mountains and the vast Gobi Desert, Jiayuguan Pass is where nature and history converge, each step echoing with the breath of centuries. Can you imagine walking that ancient path, hearing the hoofbeats of the past? If this journey has touched your heart, leave a comment, drop a heart, share this video so the story can travel further. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to join us in exploring more wondrous lands and civilizations yet to be discovered. Further on lies Qinghai Lake, the largest saltwater lake in China, perched at 3,200 meters and spanning 3,900 kilometers, larger than all of the country's freshwater lakes combined. A haven for wildlife, a silk road, crossroads for centuries, and each year the stage for a vibrant cultural festival. Would you stand there watching the sky melt into the lake's endless blue? Shaka Salt Lake, the mirror of heaven, where still waters reflect the sky, creating a dreamlike otherworldly scene. Spanning over 51 kilometers, yet only 2.4 deep, it is both vast and shallow, holding a serene beauty. For more than 3,000 years, it has been a vital salt source for empires, a testament to the bond between humanity and nature. White salt mounds and traditional salt festivals where locals recreate millennia-old harvesting traditions. Would you step here and feel the echoes of time shatter beneath your feet? From Chaka, the path leads to Mati Temple, built in the 5th century at nearly 2,000 nanos above sea level, nestled among towering granite formations. A sacred site of Buddhist worship, home to rare ancient murals that stand as proof of cultural exchange between China and its neighbours. Can you imagine standing inside this ancient hall, surrounded by colours that have survived 1,000 years? Mati Temple holds some 30,000 paintings and carvings within its caves, making it a must-visit for lovers of classical art. One fascinating feature is a 490-metre tunnel leading to mysterious caverns waiting to be explored. Surrounded by mountains and lush valleys, the landscape feels both grand and serene. Would you wander into a place where every wall tells a 1,000-year-old tale? The journey continues to Gannon, the world's largest plateau, averaging 3,048 meters in elevation, once a bustling hub on the Silk Road since the 2nd century BCE. Spanning 80,000 kilometers, it is famed for robust sheep, majestic mountains, crystal-clear lakes, and the rich traditions of the Hui and Tibetan peoples. Further still lies the Taklamakan Desert, stretching nearly 1,600 km long and 600 km wide, an endless sea of golden sand that challenges every adventurer's heart. Would you dare step into this ocean of dunes to hear the wind whisper ancient stories? Kuka, stretching 976 kilometers, is not only an awe-inspiring landscape, but also a treasury of rich cultural heritage. Archaeologists have uncovered traces of ancient trade routes from the Tang dynasty, proving Kuka's role in connecting civilizations. Home to over 200,000 people, mostly ethnic minorities, it thrives with cultural diversity. Few know it once served as a rest stop for Silk Road merchants, a place where legends of poets and writers were born. Surrounded by the Tian Shan Mountains, rising to 7,315 meters, it calls to every adventurer's soul. If this journey has touched your heart, leave a comment, drop a heart, share this video so the story can travel further. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to join us in exploring more wondrous lands and civilizations yet to be discovered. The journey moves to Yarkand, a crossroads of civilizations, once a bustling Silk Road hub where merchants from China, Central Asia, and Europe converged. In the 13th century, it was a key city of the Mongol Empire, serving both as a gathering point for traders and a launch pad for daring expeditions. This small city of over 100,000 still preserves ancient temples, Islamic architecture, and fertile orchards of apples and grapes. Would you walk its streets, tasting the sweetness of the land and the spirit of ages past? Further on lies Issyk-Kul, the largest saline lake in the world, perched at 1607, yet never freezing. Stretching 185 km long and 61 km wide, covering 234,000 acres, it is a vast ocean of blue cradled by mountains. Can you imagine standing on its shores, where the horizon melts seamlessly into the endless sky? Issyk-Kul, spanning 94,600 hectares and ranking among the largest lakes in the world, was once a vital Silk Road stop, linking Europe and Asia for over 2,000 years, fostering trade and cultural exchange. Its waters hold unique minerals, home to over 24 endemic fish species framed by majestic mountain scenery. Would you stand on its shores, breathing in the salty wind, laced with the breath of history? Next comes Shahrisabz, birthplace of Timur, founder of the Timurid Empire, whose legacy shaped the culture and art of Central Asia. Here once stood the Grand Aksaray Palace, soaring 61 meters high over 12 hectares, a testament to a golden age. For over 1,500 years along the Silk Road, Shahrisabz has carried its own melody, telling the story of civilizations that met and intertwined. Can you still hear that song echoing from the past? The sounds of the dutar and rubab fill Shahrisabz, immersing visitors in a symphony of culture and nature, framed by the majestic Giza Mountains. Would you sit beneath those peaks and hear melodies carried across 1,000 years? Next comes Khujand, one of the oldest cities in Central Asia, with over 2,500 years of history, once the capital of the Sogdian state and a thriving Silk Road trade hub. Just 160 kilometers from Tashkent, it draws travelers with its beautiful mosques, unique domes, and ancient monuments holding countless untold tales. Further still lies Nisa in Turkmenistan, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a gateway into the golden age of the Parthian Empire. Can you imagine standing among those ruins, feeling the echoes of ancient kings? Nisa was once a vital Silk Road trading hub, dating back to the 5th century BCE, reflecting the flourishing Parthian civilization. Spanning 162 hectares, the archaeological site is marked by distinctive pyramid-shaped structures, where over 4,000 artifacts have been unearthed, revealing the wealth of an ancient culture. Would you place your hand upon these ancient bricks and feel the warmth of those who built an empire? Beyond its historical significance, Nisa is embraced by breathtaking natural landscapes, offering tranquility to those who love the harmony of culture and nature. It is a destination that stirs the hearts of all who cherish heritage. If this journey has touched your heart, leave a comment, drop a heart, share this video so the story can travel further. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to join us in exploring more wondrous lands and civilizations yet to be discovered. And so, our journey along the Silk Road comes to an end. From towering fortresses in the desert, to lakes that seem to embrace the sky, to ancient cities still echoing with the footsteps of merchants. Each stop has been more than a point on a map. It has been a fragment of humanity's memory. We have walked through 1,000 years of history, touched the breath of civilizations that once blazed brightly before fading into legend. And perhaps the most precious thing we take with us is not the monuments we've seen, but the feeling we carry, that the world is far larger than we imagined, and its story is still unfolding. Are you ready to write the next page of that journey for yourself? If you want to continue discovering untold mysteries, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, because the next video might change the way you see the universe.